Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I thought that I would do monthly recommendations. Monthly recommendations is a Goodreads group that was started by Kayla Rain and Trina from Between Chapters. I will leave the link to the Goodreads group if you would like to learn more about it. And this month's theme is new to you authors. So I have five. Let's get started. Up first is Shauna McGuire. I read from her this year the first two books in her Home for Wayward Children series, Every Heart a Doorway and Down Among the Sticks and Bones. And if you watched my booktubeathon video, you know that I loved Down Among the Sticks and Bones. With Every Heart a Doorway, I read it. I didn't really love it so much, but the mystery aspect gripped me and held me to the last page, and it spurred my desire to read the second book. I can't wait for Beneath the Sugar Skies that comes out in January. The premise of the Home for Wayward Children series is that these children go off to these mythical lands, kind of like Alice when she fell down the rabbit hole, and now they're back in the real world and they can't cope. So their families, thinking that this will be a way for them to get back to normal, send them to Eleanor West's Home for Wayward Children. But what they don't know is that when Eleanor was younger, she herself went to a magical world, and she's one of the very few people that can still now go between the real world and her magical world. And so she helps these kids to embrace what they've been through, and if she can possibly do it, help them get back to their magical worlds where they feel safe and at home. And these are short books. I think so far every book has been under 200 pages, and it just grips you and won't let you go. I just loved this series so much. Next, I have Victoria Schwab. She is the author of Our Dark Duet and This Savage Song, which is the other way around. It's the Monsters of Verity duology. This world was so well crafted, and Victoria Schwab is a genius. She's amazing at writing these morally gray characters that you can't help but feel for. I found myself, at least by the end of the duology, caring so deeply for Kate. And I feel like her books, even the series that I haven't read yet, I feel like her books are designed to make you hardcore think, because Kate was brought up in a house where there wasn't a lot of love bred into her, and she has this desire to be her dad and to win his affection, and so it's got her kind of like going towards a wrong path in life. But at the same time, we know that there are many people who grow up in bad households that don't become monsters, and there's a lot of people that grow up in horrible households and become become nice people in life. So it makes you think like about who's really a bad guy and who's really a good guy. And I really love when books make me think. Up next, we have Whitney Gardner. She is the author of Your Welcome Universe. This is her debut novel about a deaf main character who is really into graffiti, and one day she finds a negative word about her friend scrawled across the gym, and so she does graffiti to cover it so that her friend won't get her feelings hurt. And then her friend ends up telling the principal that she's the one that did the graffiti in the gym. She's expelled from school and put into a school where she's the only deaf person there, and that kind of makes her the outcast. And this is a book about friendships, and I just loved it so much. The illustrations, how every chapter heading starts off with a sign language. I just love this book so much, and I can't wait for Chaotic Good, which is also going to be illustrated, because I have a review for Your Welcome Universe if you'd like to hear my non-spoilery thoughts, because it's just so much. I don't want to make this video super long. So my next author that I want to recommend to you is Virginia McGregor, and she is the author of Wishbones. Can I get? No, it's too far away. She's the author of Wishbones. Wishbones was one of the books this year that compelled me to write a review, which is something I don't normally do. I want to get better at it. But it's the story of Feather, who comes home New Year's Day, if I'm not mistaken, to find her mother in a diabetic coma. And she sets out for the rest of the year to get her mother healthy. I love this book. When I first went into it, I was a little bit hesitant, but the focus of the book was on health. It wasn't on weight. There's even quotes in the book where Feather tells us she doesn't want her mother to become skinny. She just wants her mother to get healthy, which I love that the emphasis was on healthy, because I feel like a lot of society has this notion that if you're skinny, you're healthy, which is not true. There's a lot of skinny people who deal with, diabetes and heart problems. And there's a lot of fat people who are perfectly healthy. So I love how the emphasis was on healthy. I love how she was able to balance a book where she talked about a character that was super skinny and that character being unhealthy, and the character that was super morbidly obese and that not being healthy. It's also secrets in this book. It's family drama. I think everybody would love it. I am going to leave a link to my review, and it is also spoiler free on Goodreads down below. The last author that I want to recommend to you today is going to be Renee Watson, and she is the author of Piecing Me Together. And I did a review on this. I will leave it down below, but I want to say that this was the first time that I felt like I saw me in a book. I know I said something similar to Dumpling by Julie Murphy, but that was for fat representation. This was me to see a fat African American main character that spoke to so much of what I've seen and gone through in life. It was beautifully written, and it is one of my favorites this year. You will see that video coming out soon, but I'll leave my review down below. It's spoiler free also if you would like to hear my put together thoughts. So those are my 5 authors that I want to recommend to you. In the comment section down below, recommend me some of your favorite authors you read this year. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share the video. It helps my channel tremendously. And if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can subscribe. It's somewhere down below. I don't know why I keep doing this. It's somewhere down below. Hit that bell button so you'll be notified when I upload new content. And I'm not going to do it this time because it's not a matte lip. But as always, until we meet again, bye.